I'm sure that you are well aware of who Nathaniel Rothschild is, but for those of you who aren't, the Rothschild family is the most well-known of the European banking dynasties and one of the most powerful and affluent clans in the world. I'm sure that you are aware of who Nathaniel Rothschild is. Its power reached to every corner of the world, and they shaped the fates of nations from the shadows. This process seems extremely similar to how Ripple has run its business, which is why it is so interesting to compare the two, because the Rothschilds are not simply bankers, they have the ability to make anything happen if they wanted to. They are in charge of the way the world operates right now. And in this post that Edwin Farina has made, he presents evidence that Nathaniel Rothschild is connected to XRP, and he warns you specifically about the revolution that they are planning. It would appear that he was also aware of the fact that we would witness an increase in power in various regions of the world, particularly in the eastern part of the planet, failure of the existing financial system, and the growth of the Brics nations as a result of this failure. This initial picture highlights Edmund, the Rothschilds Fund, which cites XRP and SBR holdings as important contributions to the fund's overall success. Currently, SBI holds an 8.7% ownership in Ripple's XRP, and in 2019, just a few months after the Securities and Exchange Commission filed their cases against Ripple, Rothschild's fund increased their investment in SBI by a factor of 3. A coincidence? Also, keep in mind the Chief Executive Officer of SBR Holdings made a public statement in front of the entire globe that every bank in Japan will utilize XRP by the year 2025. This is a key fact to recognize. Furthermore, if he has the support of the Rothschild family, then it is reasonable to predict that this is going to be the outcome. Now, it would appear that Nathaniel Rothschild sent many warnings on a regular basis starting in the year 2020. As if the next disaster will strike when you are sleeping during the night, there will be marketplaces that happen at a breakneck speed. Purchase gold and silver instead of gold and silver. In addition, we are going to witness the collapse of the international monetary system, which simply means that there will be a collapse in confidence in paper currencies all over the world, not just the dollar, but everything. There are also plans to launch cyber strikes against NATO members. It is also possible to observe that he constantly talked XRP, that he recently purchased a large quantity of XRP, and that you will all be compelled to utilize XRP either directly or indirectly, or, what is likely the most essential post on this site, when the bottom is in, many exchanges are closed, or the spread is so large that you will miss the opportunity to buy XRP at a low price. It is important to keep in mind that XRP is intended for institutions because they are against retail. However, the original account user, as we can see here, apparently in the words of Edward Farina, one that had thousands of followers and was well known within the XRP community, disappeared, replaced with a fake account which joined last year with limited followers and only 16 tweets, seemingly in an attempt to erase all the evidence. Edwin Farina claims that he has saved the proof, including the screenshots that we have just seen. If all of this does turn out to be genuine, then this is, without a doubt, a highly significant event and very optimistic news for XRP. With their collaboration with the missing kid, Rothschild was able to get ready for this revolution in the monetary system, which would take place in a different region of the world. It is evident that Rothschild had a highly bullish outlook on XRP. Additionally, taking into consideration that Rothschild was aware that the demise of paper currency was unavoidable, the emergence of a new system that utilizes XRP without the use of Speedy is also unavoidable. And what exactly is it that the Brics nations are doing at the moment, as was stated in this interview? They are not going to use the SWIFT system, rather, they are developing a new system that has already been tried with XRP and has been completely successful. By declaring, well, we don't need to use the SWIFT system because we don't want to be subjected again to US sanctions. The Brics nations are expressing their desire to avoid being subjected to penalties from the United States. If the United States is punishing you, you are unable to move money using the SWIFT system. First and foremost, they are developing a payment mechanism that would circumvent the SWIFT protocol. This is a highly exciting development. However, how is it possible to accomplish this when there are 5 major countries, each of which has its own official currency? They are doing that in a number of different ways, one of which is by maybe using cryptocurrencies to do so. Consequently, their currencies would be converted into a single cryptocurrency, which would then be utilized by the system. After that, the cryptocurrency would be reformulated, as I suppose it would be when it was introduced into their country, into their own personal currency. They are attempting to break free from the hegemony of the dollar, and this is going to happen. This would mean that the United States would lose the ability to impose these sanctions. Correct, because if you are the personal, they are all working on alternative payment systems. In fact, the German foreign minister just the other day stated that Europe is an alternative payment system. They could also use cryptocurrencies. I believe that this entire alternative system has already been created. Although it is not science fiction, it could have a significant impact on the dollar in a short amount of time. It should come as no surprise that this is growing more bullish and more significant as the BRICS nations continue to strengthen their alliance more. As a result of the fact that more than 40 countries have expressed an interest in joining, the number of countries that could be a part of the BRICS nations could increase from the present 10 to 50 in the very near future. BRICS News reveals that President Vladimir Putin met with the President of the Republic of Congo in Russia. This is something that we can see here. This is extremely significant news. The revolution that is taking place with the BRICS nations and with XRP was all pre-planned many years ago. And as you can see from the Black Swan Capitalist here, we had a conversation with the actual Rick Rahl on the development of the monetary system and the interest that financial institutions such as the World Gold Council, the Bank of International Settlements, and the International Monetary Fund have in distributed ledger technology. It is interesting to note that all of them have formed partnerships with Ripple and XLM Stellar, firms that promote XRP and XLM. Put your ears to it. Regarding Ripple and the digital asset XRP, what are your ideas and opinions? When it comes to the financialization of all markets, the application of blockchain technology is something that has me completely captivated. My own experience enables me to attest to the fact that the World Gold Council and the Royal Canadian Mint share a similar fascination with gold. It's true. And the concept that you could have a digital token that represented physical gold, that could be exchanged for physical gold, but that might enjoy lower denomination, more liquidity, and less transaction cost is something that I believe will become a reality in the not-too-distant future. The question of whether or not XRP is going to be the technology that is implemented. I have also made a similar observation in the quarterly report that I received from the Bank for International Settlements, to which I am a subscriber. Their own personal commitment to XRP. In addition, it was fascinating for me to hear it from folks who are younger and smarter than you are. In addition, I would not like to comment on the technology because that is not what I do. I am a lender. Regarding the notion that we will soon be in possession of a gold token, we are hoping that we will have 4 or 5 of them so that they can compete with one another. I believe that to be. From my perspective, it is not only unavoidable but also quite close at hand. It is therefore quite obvious, at least in my opinion, that XRP was designed to be used by institutions, that it is designed to be worth thousands of dollars as a bridge currency for CBDCs to assist in tokenizing the world and changing the monetary system, and that it was planned to be of this value. Because of this, Ripple and XRP have joined the ISDA, which allows them to stand shoulder to shoulder with increased financial restrictions and provides them with direct access to the 1.2. Ripple provides a mechanism for online payments via which actual value can be transferred. If you are interested in checking this out, be sure to click on the link that is provided in the description. However, all of the indications are present. A revolution based on XRP is on the verge of happening. In all likelihood, going to take place and begin in a proper manner beginning in the year 2025. But there have been indications that it is going to take place this year as well. In addition, as we can see in this post here, this chart from Smoke, it elucidates the reasons why the United States of America are fortunate and why they are in dire need of Ripple and XRP. The prevalence of the United States of America among internet firms is in contrast to the current position of the United States among blockchain protocols, as shown in this figure. Evidently, the United States of America has dominated and continues to dominate the Web 2 industry, which includes the market capitalization of internet businesses such as Alphabet, Amazon, Meta, Netflix, and so on and so forth. They have an absolute monopoly on the Web 2 scene. However, it is much behind in terms of the Web 3 protocol and the blockchain protocols, and it needs to catch up to the current state of affairs. The position of XRP